Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Honest Blade back with another video. So in this video right here, I'm gonna be giving my opinions and thoughts on, well, same shit basically, on the whole thing involving Tekken 8 and how people are having a very mixed reaction towards the game currently, more so on the negative side than the positive side. But before I get started, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. I kind of get tired saying it, and I don't always sound like a bitch when I'm saying this, but if you're watching a video and you know you're enjoying it, please hit the like button. It just helps. It helps. And in advance, forgive my mood. Early in the day, I went to help my friend with do some housework, and between her and her daughter, they really got on my nerves. And it's just whatever. But I'm not gonna really delve into that because that's not what this video is about. It's about Tekken 8. So first and foremost, Tekken 8 came out at the very end of January of this year. And for the most part, I've been enjoying it. Do I have my hiccups with the game? Of course. What game I don't have hiccups with? There's no such thing as a perfect game. And even then, I complain about inconveniences. That's just me as a person. I hate being inconvenienced, and I hate when I'm dealing with bullshit. But that's besides the point. But overall, I like Tekken 8 way more than Tekken 7. Way more. The only thing Tekken 7 has that I wish Tekken 8 had was Katarina Alves. But outside that, I love Tekken 8. Now, there's obnoxious characters woken to any fighting game. Of course, some characters get dealt with, like recently, Dragunov's nerfs. I noticed I started seeing a lot less of him online for these past few days. Normally, I fight Dragunov daily. Now, I think I fought one Dragunov since the nerfs. That's something I used to say about freaking Safina, which I'm going to speak about Safina a little bit too. Nothing bad, it's actually a good part of Safina. Well, it's bad depending how you look at it, but for me, it's not shade to the character. But that's going to hold on for a little bit. So, anyways, people have not been really feeling Tekken 8 because more so the negative side between the recent free DLC story, Unforgotten Echoes, which is complete ass, it's ass. And while I'm glad for Lydia fans, Eddie Gordo fans, and for those who like Yoshimitsu, please seek help. But overall, I'm glad for those fans. But Heihachi, not only is a character I truly detest, not on the same level as KOF's Maxima and Gangil, but he's damn near close. But one thing I'm going to say irks me about Heihachi, just a little bit off topic. Heihachi's such a pretentious piece of shit. He acts like he actually fell into the lava. Which, mind you, what really irks me about the whole thing about Heihachi being back, Tekken 8, for those who actually play Tekken 8, Tekken 7 story, I said Tekken 8, Tekken 7 story. Tekken 7 story were not perfect. Way better than Tekken 8 story, in my opinion. Outside the stupid narrator for Tekken 7, Tekken 7 was way more concise, and I felt like outside of Akuma BS, it followed everything that the pre-Tekken games did. Tekken 8 really jumped the shark for me, in my opinion. But Tekken 7, outside Akuma and that annoying narrator, I wanted him to get freaking hit by a car. Outside of that, Tekken 7 was a damn good story. I enjoyed Tekken 7. Even when I had to play characters I did not like, I enjoyed Tekken 7. But now, getting back to the whole Tekken 8 thing. And Tekken 7, when Kazuya defeated Heihachi, he not only threw Heihachi into a pool of lava, he watched and made sure Heihachi plunged into the lava. Made sure Heihachi was finished. Kazuya didn't do one of these and just walked away. Kazuya looked ahead, had his father in his arms, hands, whatever, dropped him, looked down, made sure Heihachi fell into the lava. Didn't leave until he knew Heihachi was into that pool of lava. And you even heard a little ploop when Heihachi's body fell. I did not make that shit up. You even heard a little ploop when Heihachi's body hits the lava. Heihachi should have been done. But meanwhile, somehow, Tekken 8 story does some ass pull that, oh, right before Heihachi's body hit the lava, there was a monk just conveniently at the bottom of the where the lava's at, right before the pool of lava's at, catches Heihachi and makes sure Heihachi avoids from falling into the lava. And the thing about Heihachi was even more pretentious. Heihachi's whole tag, like I'm paraphrasing here, is the resurrected fighter, something resurrected Iron Fist. I don't really give a shit because it's Heihachi. What resurrection, bitch? You never fell into the lava in the first place. You actually had to die to be resurrected. You do realize that. You never died. You never died, Heihachi. That means you were never resurrected. You have amnesia. That's not being dead. That's just forgetting who you are. Amnesia doesn't mean you die. You just forget the events that took place prior to your amnesia. But you never once died. So his whole pretend like, oh, I came back from the dead. No, you didn't. You never died. That's the sad part. You never actually died. So you cannot be resurrected if you never was dead in the first place. Pretentious old prick. I really hope someone does take him out someday. And I want it to be a bonus point, a character no one expected. Don't let it be Kazuya or Jin or Lars or even Reina turning her back on her dad. I want to be someone who no one expected to take that old bastard out. I can't even stand this character, but I would love to see Shaheen be the one to do it. Just something, just to show, haha, you lost someone you least expected to, you idiot. But getting back on topic, Tekken 8, Tekken 8, while enjoyable, is quite an odd game. Because first of all, stepping moves are very inconsistent. That's something I seen when I watched my friend Damien play. That's something I dealt with when I do the sidestep. Mind you, I play the game so direct, I don't sidestep often. But when I do sidestep, there's sometimes when I know I sidestep and my opponent's not even using a tracking move. They use a regular, I still get clipped. I'm like, I sidestep. And most times, not every character. Some characters you do need a sidestep right, but for the most part, you can sidestep left, and you avoid a lot of your opponent's incoming attacks. But yet, to this point where I get clipped. Hell, this time when I play Nina, I'm doing Nina's Blonde Bomb. My opponent sidesteps. I saw them, so I'm like, ah, shit, I'm gonna miss. And I look at the next second, they're hit. I'm like, I just saw Johnny 3000 sidestep that with his Dragunov. How did I hit him? So the game definitely had a lot of inconsistencies. Also, but even Tekken 7 had that. But I find it more egregious in Tekken 8 for some reason. Another thing, which I think is a major complaint by people, the terms of the season pass, like opposed to both the season 1 pass for Tekken 8. The recent stage came, the stage that's for Heihachi came out. I love that stage. Just when I first saw that stage, I said I had to have it. So with me, I didn't buy the season pass because honestly, I don't like to buy any season pass with content I don't know is there. I have to know the content beforehand to buy it. If it's just like, oh, take a shot at it, I don't gamble. I don't like to take chances. I think people who take chances too often are dumb people. I take chances when it's more favorable on my part. I don't like taking chances when it's less favorable on my part. That's why I like to look at a lot of customers who spend $20, $30 on tickets and they're losing. I laugh at them in my head because you waste that money, could have went to something more important. But good for you. But anywho, the whole DLC thing. When you buy like a season pass, you get supposed to get everything that people have to buy usually separately, like characters, stages, certain items. You get that in one fell swoop because you bought the season pass. So one of the complaints I felt was valid. Some people on Twitter, per usual, overreacted, got way too dramatic. That Heihachi stage, the temple stage, whatever the hell it's called, that should have been included for those who had season pass. That should not have been separate for those who bought the season pass. Now, for people like me who did not buy the season pass, of course I paid for the stage separately. But for those who actually purchased the season pass for whatever godforsaken reason, should have got that stage automatically. They shouldn't have to pay up another $5 plus tax to get that stage. To me, that was ludicrous. And I do feel bad. However, my whole thing with DLC, do I like DLC? Do I think anything about DLC is great? No. But I'm going to tell you something, and I think I said this before by my good friend Chris Lotus. People say, I don't like DLC. DLC ruins games. It's not a finished game then if I got to buy extra content. You do know DLC is like added features. It's not something you actually need. The game itself is complete. Like Tekken 8, outside of updates like balance patches, whatever, fixing bugs. Tekken 8 is a complete game. Things like Eddie Gordo, Lydia Sobieska, Heihachi Mishima, the final character, which better be Anna Williams, which I'm going to talk about more later in this video. Those things, while you want them, they are not a must-have for the game. So if you don't want them, don't buy them. I don't want Lydia, so I have not purchased Lydia. I don't want Heihachi. I damn sure don't want Heihachi, so I did not purchase Heihachi. If Anna is the final character for Season 1, which she needs to be, which I'm going to explain a little later in this video, I will purchase Anna Williams. But outside of Eddie and Anna, that's it for me. Because to me, if I don't like a character, I know I'm not going to play that character, so why would I spend $8 on that character? But me, y'all, oh my God, I gotta pay for this, pay for that. It's not a complete game. You do realize if game developers, not just for fighting games, every kind of game, made a game and said, hey, you know what, that's the game itself. There's no extra content. Because y'all gonna complain. So there's something that you wanted in there that's not there now. We gotta wait to the next game because we make it DLC, y'all gonna say, "Oh, that's not a complete game. Then I gotta buy extra content. I gotta buy extra content." The DLC, yes, it helps the company, and some DLCs could be very annoying. Like SK with Yamazaki, for instance, have Yamazaki be DLC character at KOF 14, and then again at KOF 15. But if y'all want these characters that didn't make the base roster, DLC is the only way for them to be added. Because if you think they're gonna pull a Melty Blood and add your favorite character for free, you are sadly fucking mistaken. You're going to have to pay for your character, buddy. So for the people who want to see Josie Bazaar again, people like me want to see Katarina Alves, Lucky Chloe, Bruce Irvin, Ogre, Bet Dosan, etc., etc., etc. You want those characters in Tekken, and by any possibility of them coming back, prepare to pay for them. Do not start crying about, I should have to pay for my character. They're a legacy character. They're not a legacy character now, bitch. So either pay for them or shut up. Because the whole complaint about DLC, to me, at this point, complaint about DLC is like, don't get me twisted. It's not me supporting the system, because you know what? This is not this kind of conversation, but fuck the system. It's about complaining about taxes. Now, the poor people, middle class, get overtaxed, while the rich don't get taxed at all. That's the unfair part. But taxes itself is going to be here regardless if you like it or not. So it's like that's how I look at when people complain about DLC. DLC is just a part of games nowadays. There's no game, no modern video game that's from a big company or well-known company that's not gonna have some form of DLC. Now, Indie Fighter, I'll use a good example, and that's not shade to them. Please don't take that as shade. Blazing Strike. Blazing Strike is a game that's coming out October 17th. The indie fighting game that's coming out October 17th. That game may not have DLC because it's an indie fighter. Or if it does have DLC, chances are it might be free because they actually want to give people incentive to play their game. But not every game's gonna do that. Most fighting games, Street Fighter, KOF, Tekken, even when we finally get a new Dead or Alive 20 years from now, a new Soul Calibur, Killer Instincts, the list goes on and on. They're gonna have DLC. So you keep complaining about something that's gonna be there regardless. You have two options. Don't buy the DLC because it's not forced upon you to get. There's no such thing as forced DLC. DLC is always optional. It's never mandatory. Or B, just buy the characters, the things you want, and shut up. Because the whole disco about DLC really grinds my gears because it's now part of gaming. Now, do I think some DLC is egregious? Like we could talk about Dead Island 6 Season Pass. That's crazy. $92 for a Season Pass. It's insane. But if there's a game that seems like $30, $40, okay. Okay. But now next, between Tekken 8 story that people are not happy with, especially with Unforgotten Echoes. Then you got the whole balancing. People are not a fan of Tekken 8's balancing. Some people find it too aggressive. Some people feel certain characters are overtuned, where certain characters are undertuned. The top 4 characters being undertuned, in my opinion, is Asuka, Panda, Safina, and there was another character. I'm trying to think their name. I'm trying to think his name. This character, to me, is Leroy. And mind you, I don't want busted Leroy Safina back ever again, but those two characters are a far cry to what they were in their previous installments. They're not even good. To me, they're just decent. Safina's now decent. The only person I actually enjoy by playing Safina is this very, very, very skilled Tekken player named Grass Toucher on YouTube. If you love Safina, you want to see high level Safina, I recommend you guys check out Grass Toucher on YouTube. Highly recommend it. But besides that, Safina, Leroy, Asuka, and Panda are just very underwhelming in their current state. In Tekken 8, in my opinion, very underwhelming. The rest of the cast is either good or great. And to me, honestly, Tekken 8 doesn't really have a bad character, although there are characters who are really, really strong. Those characters, in my opinion, is like Lore, Paul, Jin, freaking Alyssa, Brian, and Nina's damn good still. Nina's damn good still. You know, the nurse definitely did calm her down somewhat, but she's still good. I'm not gonna cap like Nina's a bad character. That's why I don't want her over nerfed, because I'm not trying to go back to Tekken 7 Nina. Tekken 7 Nina was a nightmare. I only stuck by her because no matter how much I get mad at the character sometimes, it's a character I've been playing since I was a freaking 6 years old. So 6, 7 years old. So it is what the fuck it is when it comes to Nina. But that's that. So people just not, and also the content itself. Some people are not really happy with the skins, because like a lot of battle pass skins are just reuse models, reuse assets. Like the recent one for the Halloween one with the Lily's hair is just now given 2 color strands instead of 1. So a lot of people are noticing things like that, and they're like, this is terrible. These are awful things for a battle pass. They're supposed to encourage us to buy the battle pass, and I agree. The battle pass items are doo doo. They really are doo doo. That I 1000% agree with. They are. They lack really and real creativity. They're just okay. They're terrible at worst, okay at best. And Tekken 8 as a whole, you look at other games like Street Fighter 6, some people got complaints about Street Fighter 6, but that's not this video for that. Tekken 8 feels very hollow, feels very bland to a lot of people, and it's losing a lot of players. And to me, you can't satisfy everybody. There's always gonna be somebody who's like, "Hey, you're missing this, you're missing that." Because one thing us humans are good for is complaining and never being fully satisfied. That's one thing we're good for. But overall, people are just really not feeling Tekken 8 right now. People are giving the game terrible reviews, review bombing it, etc., etc., etc. And the problem is because they don't feel like this is their kind of game. My thing is though, I don't want Tekken 8 to play like Tekken 7. I'm glad Tekken 8 is Tekken 8 because when Tekken 9 drops, I want Tekken 9 to have its own identity from Tekken 8. But some people got this idea that game should play one way, and it doesn't play the way they think it should play. There's a problem. And to me, that is absolutely ridiculous because the world does not revolve around you. So either adapt or play something else, which is fine. Some people are doing just that, and shout out to those people who are doing that. But for those who like, Tekken 8 needs to cater to me, it needs to cater to my playstyle, baby, you're nobody. Stop it. Now, if you either get accommodated with the game, ask for realistic changes, or stop playing it. But to keep complaining about the game don't feel like Tekken, it's not Tekken, it's not Tekken. Not to you. This is Tekken, just not the Tekken you want to play. So stop playing it if it's that annoying to you. I get frustrated, but I'm never going to want Tekken 8 to be the game that only caters to the way I want to play. Because trust me, if it caters to me, you wouldn't be able to sidestep half the crap I'm doing, or you start walking backwards, your health bar will just start dropping. But that's catering to me, and that's not how no game should be made. Let me collect myself. So overall, people are just like not really happy with the current state of Tekken 8. Just not happy with it. They want certain characters toned down some more. They want certain characters brought up a lot more than what they are, not these little baby drop buffs. They want to see something really significant, and they want better content for the game itself, or they don't see themselves really sticking around with it. And now another thing I want to cover up. People talk about characters. First and foremost, and my fellow YouTuber C Money D or the Way G made a video about this as well. Please go check him out. But a lot of people, which irks my spirit about this, everybody's gonna like a different character. This is gonna be Christy Montero fans, Bruce Irvin fans, Falcon fans, Josie Wazar fans, Katarina Alves fans, and everybody's entitled to want their characters. Everybody's entitled to like their character. But what drives me nuts when I see other people like, why are you requesting your character? My character is better. No one wants to see Gary you. We want Julia Chang. No one wants to see Julia Chang. We want Dr. Boskanovich. No one wants Dr. Boskanovich. We want Tiger Jackson. You're all entitled to request your characters without shitting on someone else's character request. Now, I'm not for harassing the developers, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong saying, hey, Hawada, can you please consider bringing Christy Montero without that person getting attacked by 10 other people who want to see Bruce Irvin back? You could request Bruce without knocking on that person who wants Christy Montero. And that's the thing. But now another character who's been the topic of conversation for quite too long, Miss Anna Williams. Hawada has asked the fans about Anna Williams so many times. At this point, I'm convinced that Anna's the final character for season 1. Because she's not. I'm not gonna, before people take this the wrong way, because someone would definitely try to clip this. I'm not wishing death on nobody, but I hope Hawada does step on a very sharp walk. And all the times he's asked people about Anna Williams, just not to include her in season 1. Because if you're not, there's not the like you on brought up Anna one time. Drop Tekken 8's early lifespan, because the game has not even been a year old yet. He's like almost every couple of months he'll bring out, what y'all think about Anna? How popular is Anna? Here's a poll about Anna Williams. You are bring up Miss Anna Williams Way too much for her not to be ready to come through as the final character for season 1. Because thing is, if you're asking people constantly, not asking people like, hey guys, today let's talk about Christy Montero, let's talk about Craig Marder, let's talk about Combat, let's talk about Julia Chang. He's not doing that. He's asking people, let's talk about Anna Williams. So to me, that's a sign like, and you're not doing it one time, you're doing it multiple times. You know people want Anna back. So I'm hoping this is your way saying, guys, I'm teasing you, I'm edging you. But you're going to be so happy when you finally climax because Anna's right around the corner. She's the final character for season 1. She's the final character for season 1. You get Eddie, you get Lydia, you get Heihachi, and then we wrap it up with Anna. Because if you're bringing Anna Williams up so many times, I mean someone who's recently like Anna. I'm not a true Anna fan. Fuck me. But I'm talking about my friend Katana Nina. I'm talking about Antisam. I'm talking about people who, even talking about Grass Toucher. That's an Anna Williams stand right there. People who stand Anna Williams. You're giving these people this false hope that Anna is coming. How also you talk about how also you ask people how much they like her, and if you don't bring Anna through, to me that is like the ultimate dickhead move. So to me at this point, either Anna Williams is coming, or you're just being an asshole. Because don't bring up Anna gazillion times just for her not to come through. Because you're not gonna bring her come through, then stop talking about her until you're ready for her to come through. That's just my opinion on that matter. But I strongly believe Anna needs to be the final character for season 1. In the beginning, I was thinking between all the fake leaks and stuff, I'm like, okay, Falcon's probably the final character for season 1. But more and more that that Harada talks about Anna Williams, I am dead set on the idea that Anna is the final character. She has to be at this point. You have that woman's name in your mouth too often for it to be like, oh, yeah, I was talking about Anna a lot, but your final character is Kunimitsu. Oh yeah, I was talking about Anna a lot, but your final character is a resurrected Ranger Ray. No, Anna has to be the final character for Tekken 8. And I think that will also not only combat a lot of the negativity that Tekken 8 is receiving, and Anna is the final character, I think that's like the best way, because this is really a subpar season pass. But I think Anna, because Anna's such a marquee character to the Tekken universe, Anna will repair a lot of damage. Not all of it, but she'll repair a lot of damage that the Tekken Season 1 has received due to lackluster selection. Because Lydia, while people like Lydia, repeated DLC. Heihachi should have been dead. Eddie Gordo. I like Eddie, so I personally don't mind Eddie, but let's be real, not the most rushed the man outside of his loyal fan base. But that's my opinion overall. But yeah, I think people are always going to complain about games because that's the game itself. Tekken 8 is no exception for that. And you cannot satisfy everybody. Be real. Be real. But I think Bandai Namco, Harada, Michael Murray, whoever else is in charge of Tekken 8 is doing a shoddy job with the game right now. And they need to pay attention. And I always tell the developers, this goes for even Ed Boon's annoying self. Don't ever just make a game that's going to cater to your fan base, because it's soulless if you do it like that. You still want to make a game that even you enjoy making during the process, but just keep the fans in mind. That's why to this day, Sonya and JB and Zep from MK1 is so silly to me. But I don't want to talk about MK1, because if I talk about MK1, I'm really done talking about this. Either my phone went out of data, out of storage, I would say out of storage, or I'll be 65 if I list out all the complaints about Mortal Kombat 1. But I really think Harada's team needs to pay attention to more of the things that fans want to see in Tekken 8, because right now, what's going on with Tekken 8 isn't pretty. It's not pretty. Also, I want to say this real quick. This is no shade. People are going to know what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to say it. Arsenal Ash was in his tournament recently in Thailand. He lost to a Lily player. He was playing Nina. And he was, I'm not sure his tweet was legitimate or not, like he was like being funny or being serious. He was asking for Lily to get nerfs. Lily is not a busted character. Lily does not need any nerfs. I don't think she needs any buffs, but she damn sure don't need any nerfs. Just learn the matchup on that one. That's no shade to you. Lily's not a busted character. She's not at all. Lily players, Lily got some gimmicks to her, but she's not busted. There are much bigger offenders in Tekken 8 than Lily. But continuing on, I will hope Harada's team pay more attention to what the fans are wanting from Tekken 8, and also do something better with these battle passes. These battle passes are beyond boring. They're not worth the money for the BS items they keep trying to push out to you. But overall, just keep the game thriving and improve the game as things go along. And hopefully, when season 2 comes around, the game will be in a much better shape and then be more a positive reception from the fan base. But anyways, all I want to talk about for now. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Peace. Take care. Onyx out. Bye.